No Dutch oven? No problem. You can bake no-knead bread in a skillet or any other oven-proof baking vessel. Hi, I'm Steve and welcome to my kitchen. Today I would like to show you how to bake no-knead bread in a skillet using the new hands-free technique. That's right. No kneading. Mother Nature will do the kneading for you. Hands-free. I won't even touch the dough. Ready to bake in 2.5 hours. Sound special? Let me show you how I do it. I'll be using 3 ounces warm tap water, 1.5 teaspoons salt, 1/4 teaspoon instant yeast, and 3.5 cups bread flour. I set up my workspace with my utensils and my ingredients. To ensure consistency and assist Mother Nature with the task of kneading the dough for you, it's important to provide yeast with a warm environment. One of the keys to proofing temperature is the temperature of the mixing bowl, because it will be used to proof the dough. So I'll start by heating the mixing bowl in the microwave on high for 1 minute. Let's get started. 13 ounces warm tap water. 1.5 teaspoons salt. I use everyday table salt. And 1.25 teaspoons instant yeast, sometimes referred to as bread machine yeast. And I'll give it a quick stir. Now the dry ingredients. 3.5 cups bread flour. I use the scoop and shake method for measuring flour. This recipe is very forgiving and you don't have to be exact. Next, I'll combine the wet and dry ingredients. The objective is to hydrate the flour. Watch. All you need to do is stir it with the handle end of a spoon and it will come together and form a shaggy ball. Then change direction and tumble the dough to get the flour off the sides of the bowl. And I'll finish by scraping the sides of the bowl to get the last bits of flour into the dough. And we're done. Turbo dough should be proofed for 1 hour and 30 minutes in a warm, draft-free environment. It's important to proof the dough in a warm, draft-free environment, but it's December and I don't have any sunlight, so I'm going to use the oven light method of proofing. Turn the oven light on. Put the dough in the oven. Close the door, and the oven light will increase the oven temperature a little over 80 degrees. The dough is proofed for 1 hour and 30 minutes and more than double in size. It's time to make the bread. I'll start by spraying the skillet with no-stick spray. Next, I'll degas, pull, and stretch the dough. Watch. The action I'm doing is very similar to that of a dough hook. I'm expelling the gases, pulling, and stretching the dough. Just for fun, I'm going to garnish the loaf with sesame seeds. This is called the roll-to-coat method of garnishing. Just sprinkle the seeds on the dough ball inside of the bowl and roll to coat. Next, I'll use the roll-to-coat method to dust the dough with flour. It'll make the dough easy to handle, and it'll give the loaf a nice rustic appearance. And we're done. I'll just roll the dough out of the bowl into the skillet. It's that easy. I placed the dough in the skillet and covered it with a lint-free towel to proof. Before I leave the kitchen, I'll prep the oven by positioning the rack in the middle. I do it in advance so I don't forget. I'm going to proof the dough for 30 minutes, and I want to preheat the oven, so I'm setting the timer for 15 minutes. No-knead turbo dough should be proofed for 30 minutes, and the oven should be preheated. It's been 15 minutes and I'm set in the oven to 400 degrees. The dough is proof for 30 minutes and the oven is preheated. Let's cook the bread. As you can see, the dough has risen and almost doubled in size. It's ready for the oven. So I'll put the skillet in the oven and set the timer for 40 minutes. It's been 40 minutes. The bread is ready. Let's take a look. I think it's gorgeous. Did you ever think it could be this easy to make this nice loaf? And the sesame seeds give the loaf that little added touch. This recipe and others like it can be found in my cookbook, Introduction to No-Knead Turbo Bread, and in my No-Knead Turbo Bread cookbook, which is larger, more complete, including pizza dough and rolls. Thanks for watching.